Здорово, ребят, с вами мы продолжаем Макса Пейна. Часть вторая просто. Миссия, мы узнаем, что Макс не убей, да? Заметь, как это дело по комнате. Там делать, ну. Так, я похоже выброшу. Так, все, мы на месте. Нас с Алекс.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Так, мы... Кто-нибудь?
What the hell?
Так, палки мы прямо Так, пробасим. Ну, так, ну да, старая графика этой игры, который... Давайте мы палки. Мы находим...
What the hell was that?
Запал. Набой!
Give me that ice. Ice.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Нафиг этот, не этот игл. Давайте мы же этот... давайте мы сохранимся. Фаза. Сохраните эту на игру. Блин, давайте. Зайди мне на фигу вниз, да? Так. Это время, да? Давайте с этим ждем. Это проблема, да? Ой, тихо. Возьмите. Все, последний. Мы за этой из. Давайте мы... Так, фоллой, да,
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Да, пожалуйста, das Макс Пейн. О, это она. Она вы кстати. Там что у нас?
The bank robbers' score lay on the table. The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Да, мы узнаем. Вот и бомб.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Давайте последним мы сохранимся, конечно же. Бла. Ну, игра позже. Типа я игру сохранил. Погнали. Что игру я сохранил. Привет, гранат. Так, бежим. Пасов.
Almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery. Tunnel job straight through Roscoe Bank Vault through the old state. This is Lupino's gig?
Пизна.
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to take a place?
Все, сейчас Алекс выстрелит. Бум! Бум! Алекс! 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 Да, Алекс убил, ладно. А убийца ушел.
There was nothing I could do.
Сразу.
He was dead. I could tell by
Сразу
the
нам
empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Алекс, наша друга. Так, короче, мы... Давайте я закрою эту игру. Надо... Так, вот. Там тут двое будет. Так, меня... Иду. Подождите, пожалуйста. Слом хренец. Сахана. Что, зачем мы сохраним эту игру? Просто второй же умер, я...
Let's get the hell out of here. What the hell?
Да, давайте мы возьмем Power приказ. Уже на банан. И две игры, давайте. Так, вайма. Сохраним эту игру, сохраним. Да, он постоянно малос.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Так, ты типа... Скручение, блин.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. But don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown, the door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad king. Got a ticket from the city.
О, бабас. То у меня не так. Так, давайте мы вот сюжет. Давайте записать. Первый выстрел. Пойдем. Последний выстрел. Все, козел, вздыхай.
A letter on the desk caught my eye. I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Короче, давайте я закончу с Максом Пейном. Ставьте лайки и всем пока. Ну, когда будут побольше лайков, будут эти серии будут. Всем пока. Видения.